Many residents must continue to struggle with teaching their children at home. District administrators in Columbia, Jefferson City and Fulton today offered tips on how to overcome the challenges of alternative learning. To KRCG 13's Mark Slavitt.
School administrators want parents to know they are not alone when they try to work at their jobs from home while they make sure their children are keeping up with their schoolwork outside the classroom. Teachers say they are always there to help. Fulton public school teachers have office hours from 2 p.m. until 3 p.m. every school day. Fulton principals have a system where every student gets contact from a teacher at least once a week. Fulton school administrators say things go smoother at home when parents have a daily routine.
That's organized lunchtime, our specific time for lunch. That's as little things as getting up in the morning and what you do, and whether the child has duties assigned around the house and time for their homework.
Parents in Columbia tell school officials teaching at home is overwhelming. School administrators say parents are adjusting to this new way of learning with every passing day.
I think everybody's doing what they can to pull together, and we are definitely taking into consideration the social, emotional well-being of all of our students as much as we are the academic piece of it.
Jefferson City public school administrators say no parent should expect to replace their child's teacher and give them the same level of learning as in the classroom.
There's some that are probably not as engaged as we would like, and then everywhere in between. So at the end of the day, we just need to be communicating with our parents.
Teachers are not holding back any students from moving on to their next grade level because of the coronavirus pandemic.
It's not just the supply of PPE that concerns them. Hospitals across the state tonight are under a severe financial strain. KRCG 13's Kyrian Lee joins us live to explain.
Yes, the Missouri Hospital Association says hospitals are seeing less business with numerous appointments canceled. MHA estimates hospitals across the state are losing $32 million a day. CEO and President Kuhn says they estimate Missouri hospital revenues are off by more than 50%. He says the issue has been extremely problematic for rural hospitals across the states and for hospitals who were already operating in the negatives. The recently enacted Federal CARES Act provided the state approximately $618 million for healthcare workers and organizations. However, Kuhn says hospitals received about half. He says with the current decline in revenues, it only sustains hospitals for about 10 days. He says the response hospitals had to make during this pandemic has taken a toll.
As the virus hit the U.S., what you saw immediately was hospitals all across this country and in Missouri stopped doing elective procedures. This was done to protect staff and to protect the public, but also it was done to preserve critical PPE supplies.
To manage the financial task at hand, the Parson administration has joined with MHA to create a financial task force. There they will be able to manage the financial challenges as well as look at programs at the state and federal level to provide sustainability. The Missouri Farm Bureau as well as the Missouri Bankers Association will also assist on that task force. Kermit.
Here are the numbers on hospital bed availability. Of the more than 10,000 medical surgical beds, about 4,100 are still available. Of more than 2,000 intensive care unit beds, 690 are still available. And there are 1,548 beds in hospital emergency departments. The ventilator supply also appears to be in fairly good shape, with nearly 2,000 units in circulation. Some 1,200 are not yet in use. Spring is the prime season for home buying, and realtors say the coronavirus has forced them to think outside the box in order to sell homes. KRCG 13's Ashley Eddy spoke to some local agents about market status.
Kermit, realtors tell me they have surprisingly seen the market stay pretty stable during this time. Gerardo Cornejo, a broker with Downtown Realty, says he was nervous for business to take a hit, but things really haven't slowed down much. Most of the time, he says he's noticed buyers being ready to go. It's usually the sellers who can be a little cautious when it comes to wondering whether it's the best time to open their house up to the public. Anna Marie Hopkins, realtor with Columbia Real Estate, says they are taking precautions for those buying and selling. She says the biggest being virtual home tours, allowing houses to be seen through a device. This allowing people to only see homes in person they're really serious about.
People still need homes. They still need groceries, they still need homes, they still need gas for the cars. This is always ever going.
The houses have stayed unlocked and the sellers have left all the lights on, so nobody touches anything, and we just leave the lights on as we leave, and we just clean the doorknob and close the doorknob.